So hello science teachers, I'm Kim.
I'm Boaz. And I'm Grace.
And we're here for week 22 for our science, and it says telephone, but Grace found the coolest experiment and we'd like to do that instead. So for telephone in your class, you can either skip this part because it's going to take quite some time to do the project that we have, or you can have them draw a picture of the first telephone where they would hold the two pieces with their hand and then draw maybe a modern cell phone or something like that. So good things to draw and good ways to encourage your students to think. A Thomas Edison record player. And so we're going to make these in your class. And what you have in your box is you should have a record for each child. And Grace really tried very hard to make sure that they were all decent records. Sometimes that wasn't really hard to find. That wasn't really easy to find. You'll also have a funnel and you'll have a balloon. And the balloon, you'll cut the top off the balloon and then you'll put it over the funnel, just like this one is. And the funnel, there's just one, but we have other materials so that everyone will get a chance to try to make one. There's also a straight pin. And what the students will do is tape the straight pin onto the top of the funnel. So this is a lot like an eardrum where it has the vibrations. And so we're finding the vibrations of the music from the record. A lot of your students have probably never even seen one of these. And so it's something just to discuss with them how the music is embedded in right here, and then it's picked up by a needle and amplified, and then that's how you hear it. So the other parts that Gracie has for you is a sheet of paper, and what she did was she made a cone, and then she bent the cone and taped it, right? So she bent the cone just at the end and taped it. So have your students make a cone, bend and tape. And then what she was just telling me is a pen needs to go at the very end, at the very tip of the cone. And as you can see, it doesn't have a tip because it's folded just about maybe a ½ an inch folded down. And the pen goes at the very end, and if it doesn't go at the very end, you're not going to get the same vibrations. And then she also has pencils, 2 pencils, and if you could get these back from your students, that would be great. If they insist on keeping them, they can have them, but if you can get them back, that'd be awesome. So the pencils are going to go one into the record player, just like that, and then the other one is going to go into the cone. And the reason you don't want the student holding the cone is because that will dampen the vibration. So why don't you guys show them how it's done. So do you want to start with okay, and if you notice, Boaz put it through correctly. He put the eraser part at the bottom, which helps with the turning of the record.
So we place the needle onto the record, and then we're placing it at a slant so that it picks up the vibrations easier.
So at the slant is easier for the vibration. If you notice, it takes a little bit of time for the students to get the sound to come through, and you have to determine how fast or how slow to spin it. But my crew has been doing this all day long, and they have actually picked up some Bob Dylan, and they even got a little bit of Cosby Show going on, and they are having so much fun with this project. So as you can see, it actually works. Great day. You guys say thank you.
Do you want to try this one?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we'll splice in. Okay, now let's try the other one. And so we know that the paper works, and they can definitely take the paper home. Please do not send the pens home with them unless you give them to the moms specifically, because we don't want to have pens being left around students' houses without the moms knowing about it. So let's try the other one.
Doing it on the other side.
And we're going to do it on the other side of the record.
Go.
And this is just another method of experimenting with it.
You might want to put it really close because this one's kind of silent.
Okay, go. Okay.
There we go.
And it's a pretty cool experiment for our kids. So I hope that your children really enjoy it. And I can't wait to get some pictures back. Thank you so much. Have